Hey guys, Steve here. Well, we're not out camping this weekend, we're at home. It's very cold and windy today, and it was yesterday, and they forecasted all weekend, so we decided to stay at home. We sort of have every second weekend off and we go away. We have been doing that for the last few months, and this weekend we're at home so we can do a bit of work around the yard, and we'll have a cook up in the backyard here. I've got a few products here I want to show you about, but we'll get that intro out of the road first, and then we'll get into it. So don't forget to hit that like and subscribe while the intro is playing, and I'll see you after it finishes. Cheers. Okay guys, well, yeah, as I said before the intro there, I'm in the backyard, and we haven't gone camping because of the cold and the wind this weekend, and we just thought we'd have a bit of a break at home. It was good to get away last fortnight. We camped over at Gameri Bush Camp, got to ride a couple of electric scooters and catch up with a few friends, and it was great. So we had a great time. It's always good to get away camping, and the things that make camping good are some of the gear you got. So what I thought I'd do is, so I thought I'd just go through a few of my old reviews that I've done in the past on the channel, and the Winnerwell will be one of them over there. Going to use that tonight. So it's probably one of my highest viewed things, and one of the things that people are always asking me questions about. So there's a lot of other things too. My S.A.W. that I put in recently, a few things with my FJ Cruiser, like the recovery points, things like that. My S.A.W. battery system, I want to do a bit of an update on that as well and tell you how it's going. But I don't know whether I'll cover all that in this video. I might make it another one. If you want to see anything or see updates or anything like that, just let me know in the comments. But we'll get into it now, and I'll just maybe just go through some of the stats here, just so you know. I like looking through these. The reason I sort of started this YouTube channel, I've always had a fond interest in filmmaking as a kid. I used to work in a cinema when I was about 15 and 16. I'm 54 now, and quite enjoyed that. I've got a lot of old movie memorabilia, and I've even got a few old Super 8 film cameras and that in my shed that I used to fiddle around and make Super 8 movies with a few of my mates. We used to dream of becoming Hollywood producers and things like that, and then as you grow up you sort of get out of that sort of thing, but sort of got back interested in it again. I think it was Rob from Australian Camping and Four Wheel Drives, when I met him at a get together once, and he'd sort of started his YouTube channel and sort of got me interested in it. And obviously Buck, wearing his shirt here now, I don't ever expect anything big out of it. It's just something I like doing. I like fiddling around with the camera stuff and more the editing, and I like hopefully showing people something that's interesting and you can learn something out of it. But I just thought I'll share a couple of stats with you. So since about the 9th of January this year, I've had another 55,000 views on my channel, so that's fantastic. Thanks for that. I am pushing closer to that magic 1,000. I think I'm at nearly at 700 now. If I can get those likes and subscribes that I'm always talking about. If I got as many subscription as views I got, I'd be like Casey Neistat or something like that at the moment. But it's all part and parcel of it. So thanks to everyone who does support me and enjoys my videos and leaves those comments. I really, it really is quite satisfying knowing that people sort of get a bit of interest. Like everyone else, we sort of get on the weekends and we'll catch up with all our favourite channels. We get on there, and Steve Muddick and Ed's Camping and Phil Demiano and all those, Fire to Fork, Ronnie Dahl, all of them, like a lot of overseas American ones we watch too. There's a few FJ Cruiser sites ones that I watch. So it's a great community. It's a good media. Like, you find there's only rubbish on normal TV, and YouTube seems to have a bit of everything. They have been a bit cantankerous lately, YouTube though, with the way they're doing things and things like that. And I don't really get too worried about all that. Like I said, I'm only doing it for fun. But you know, thanks very much for, you know, all those milestones. It's really great. So we'll get into the having a look at this Winnerwell now, eh? Okay guys, the Winnerwell, what do I think? Well, if you've watched any of my other clips and you've seen us camping or whatever, you know that it is my go-to piece of camping, heating, cooking when we are out camping. Now this stays in the trailer all the time. I absolutely love it. It's just a great all-round piece of camping equipment. It's reasonably compact. There's a little bit of weight in that. That's probably at least 30 kilo. But I wouldn't go anywhere without it in the camper anyway, at least. I probably wouldn't carry it if I was just taking the car. But just for in our camper and pulling out, like the last weekend I spoke about there a minute ago at Gameri Bush Camp, we had 2 of them going. And we sat in between them. We had the fire pit going as well, but these were great because with the wind, especially like if we were camping this weekend, I'd have this going, and that's why I'm lighting it tonight, because I can set it up and not worry about embers and things blowing everywhere, and we can still have heat, and if you want to cook off it you can. Okay, so this is the pipe brush for cleaning the pipes or the chimney out on the Winnerwell. It's great just for getting in there, because you get quite a lot of soot build up in there, and if you clean them out occasionally, you just get soot off the inside of the pipe. So, you know, it's fantastic. So I'll show you that when it's pretty self-explanatory. The other little piece that I've got here is the Winnerwell ground mat. Now this is made of some carbon fibre high-tech material. You can see it there. It's dirty because it's well used. It's got like a foil back on it. It's probably like that stuff you see that you wear, firefighters wear when they go into a fire, like their fire suits are made out of, because I've dropped hot coals on this and it hasn't marked it. Like, this is all just water stain marks and things like that, food that falls down. But we have that underneath the Winnerwell when we're camping on grass or dry grass or anything like that, so that if you do drop something on the ground, you're not going to be worried about burning the ground. So that's a great product. Then you got the Winnerwell itself. So this is it here. Still got the really good Winnerwell bag I bought with it. It's great. It's got this great carry handle here, and it's also got a great shoulder strap so you can carry it around. On the top here you can see it's got 2 little clips. Now on here, in this little bag here, I've got my chimney arrestor. So this is so if you can put up inside your tent and stop the chimney from burning the side of your tent. So that is really good. Like, it stops the heat. You can see there you got your chimney piece on the inside, and then you got this piece on the outside which dampens the heat out. So the Winnerwell itself is in this bag here, and it's really great that it all fits into this one little bag here. So that's it there. There's my Winnerwell. I won't show you the setting up of it again. Check out my other video if you want to see that. But how's it gone? Well, I've had some pretty big fires in this thing. Has it got a little bit of distortion in it? This side here has. It's 304 stainless steel. That side there, it's got a tiny little bit of a distortion in there. It hasn't hurt it. It still functions great. This side here is fine. I haven't had any trouble with the glass cracking as yet. The glass does seem to have a little bit of a bulge. I don't know whether it's not hasn't broken or anything. You can buy replacement glasses for these though if you wanted to. Everything still works on it fine. All the chimney pieces and everything still fit in there fine. I can't really fault it. It's like I said, it's great. Like even this piece here still fits on there nicely. You can see that still turns around. It's always been a bit cantankerous, but the top's not warped. It's just that little side piece there, and like I said, it's no problem. It's probably just where, you know, thin a bit of steel in the side, but great little bit of gear. I'll set it up now and show you it going again, and I can't really tell you much more about it. Like if you want something that you can, you know, put a saucepan on, you can boil water. Like the great thing we found with this when we're camping, you throw a great big log in it just before the end of the night and close off the vents, close the vent off up here, and in the morning that log will still sort of have enough heat in it that you can restart it again. And if you got your little water tank, which we use all the time, that's the water tank there that sits on the back of around the chimney. So that'll be sitting on there. Start her up. You got hot water for a cuppa. If you're like me, get up early in the morning. It's absolutely great. So the Winnerwell has been a fantastic product. I could highly recommend it. There's other ones on the market. There's the S.A.W, which is another great one. I think this one here is Winnerwell's made in America, but I would highly recommend this, like for anyone. You can get larger ones, smaller ones. This is the medium, but for just an all-round heating, cooking appliance, fantastic. Really strong. You don't have to worry about rust. That's like, and they're not as heavy as the cast iron ones or the steel ones. And like I said, the great thing, you don't have to worry about that rust and dirt. Like you can see, I got a little bit of dust on my hands off that, but it's not a dirty heating appliance. So we'll get in and show you what it looks like now going again, eh? Cheers. Okay, we've got the Winnerwell all set up now and got the fire going. There's some great warmth coming off there. Doesn't that look really cool in there? So you can see the fire inside the firebox there. You got this little door here which you can open right up, let more air in, or you got a couple of adjustments there to slow the restriction down of the air getting in, but just there seems to be really good. I forgot to show you when I was showing you the unboxing, I got the extension legs on as well, sitting on the fire mat. So they just screw on with those little wing nuts into that little groove there and just lift it up. That's basically the leg there, so it gives you this extra height here, which is good, so you can put your feet under there and it keeps the heat a little bit above. You can put your feet underneath it. Got plenty of wood over there cut up to sit around, and as you can see here, I've put the angle pieces in so it goes around our little cover here, and you can see this part here, I can touch it and it's not hot. So but that there is really hot. So yeah, really good around here, so keeps it nice and warm in here, and it's fantastic for just keeping an area like this nice and warm. So the Winnerwell stove, fantastic product. Like I said before, highly recommend. If you want to know anything, just send me a comment, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.